Salutations, you good people. We had Act 2 of Blood Hunt release overnight, and let's go through these notes. It's a big one, so bear with me. Hopefully my voice doesn't get too boring, but we can get through these patch notes fairly quickly and talk about what we like, what we don't like. Let's get to it. So the patch notes start off. Hello Blood Hunt community. Since the release of the early access, we have been busy with improving the game, and we thank you for all the feedback that you have given us. This update contains several quality of life and balance changes that we hope will further improve the Blood Hunt experience for our players. We also must make you aware that this update does not contain any optimizations for those players that are running into performance issues. While we are working on that with high priority, it is a bigger task that requires more time. More on that in the future, and we thank you for your continued patience. Without further ado, let us look at what this update contains. Guys, if you love Blood Hunt, make sure you are subbed to the channel. I will be bringing you the latest and greatest Blood Hunt updates throughout the lifetime of this game, and I aim to be one of the top spots for your Blood Hunt information. Now, the gameplay you are seeing in the background right now is the updated Act 2 update. So let's get into these notes. It starts off with features and addition, improved respawn/revive mechanics. We noticed that many players had a tough time understanding how the respawn mechanics work, so we took a bit of time to add a few things to it, which we hope will help increase players using it. I, for one, did not know that there was a respawn mechanic when I first started playing this game. It wasn't until I played with one of my mates in sort of squads, and they were like, hey, you know, we can respawn at these little cross symbols. Yeah, those things. If you don't know, you can respawn. First, we have improved the feedback loop of when dead players are able to respawn in a group match by reminding eliminated players that they can still be respawned by teammates, so make sure you tell your teammates about it. Second, the teammates health bar will now also indicate if they can be revived. We hope this makes it a lot clearer that this game has a revive function, and that it also reminds players of when it is possible to utilize it. When it comes to respawning, we have added activation VFX once the respawn station has been used, and improved the respawn station activation sounds. Here's hoping that this helps the noobs not back out completely of a random group game the minute they die. Next, we have traversal climbing. There is now an option to not have to hold the jump button when climbing walls. To start climbing a wall, you just need to be in the air and hold forward. This setting is active as default on controllers since it lets you look around more easily, but can be activated with a mouse and keyboard setups as well. Let us know what you think. So that is more controller focused, but I will be turning that on. Elysium changes. Keep your eyes open for changes in Elysium. In addition to some new pieces worth examining, the kindred allies in Elysium are all working to make the building feel more like home. Custis has been tidying things up and make the place more accommodating. Maya is claiming a stage area to bring some energy into Elysium, and Kirill is here. What is he doing? He looks like he's planning something. Also, Nosferatu Primogen has arrived. Ominous. They are standing in the main hall. Perhaps they have some news about the situation. The recent events in Prague have also made some new talking points for Custis and Clan Primogens, so please make sure to check in on them once in a while for more knowledge of the situation. If you want sort of lore videos on this Vampire the Masquerade video universe and Blood Hunt specifically, let me know in the comment section below, and I will oblige. I will get some videos out. Rudolf Venom Concert Hall is now open. As you're fighting your way through Prague, you can now explore Rudolf Venom, a place for high culture. This building has functioned as a communal haven for Clan Toreador, is that how I say it? But is now just as much of a place for battle and bloodshed as the rest of Prague. The journal, we added multiple new journal entries for your reading pleasure, but you will have to unlock most of them first. We also did some improvements to the journal by reducing the delay when it comes to interacting with examinable items in Elysium. I'm glad they fixed it. I knew it was an issue. It didn't really affect me too much, but yeah, interacting with all the items, sometimes not pull up anything or maybe crash the game as well. Glad they improved that. Improved dialogue transition. We created a new fade to black transition into dialogue with our Primogens to allow the animations to be ready once the dialogue starts. Right, smooth it out. Performance indicators. We have added performance indicators that will appear when the game is running. I'll put these on the screen now. When the game is running into some unexpected problems, this will help you identify where the problem is and help us to easier understand how we can help you should you reach out to us with a video. The performance indicators mean the following: low FPS, you can see on the screen, guys. I won't go through all these. You've got low FPS, latency variation, latency, server FPS, refresh rate, packet loss. I will leave that in the description below of this video so that you can see what is what. Halloween quest, we added a special Halloween quest line which we hope you will enjoy. Can't wait to get into that. And now we got the balance changes. Bear with me, guys. Like I said, this is going to be a long video, but I'm hoping that it's a little bit more enjoyable than actually going through the notes yourself. We heard from quite a lot of players that Nosferatu clan might be a little too powerful, and we could confirm in our telemetry data that this indeed seemed to be the case, so we did some tweaks to better balance them out against other clans. Vampire clans and powers. Nosferatu decreased the maximum speed during vanish by 9.2%, reduced the duration of vanish from 1.4 seconds to 1.25 seconds. This affects me dearly, and I'm not too, look, I'll deal with it. I will deal with it. Nosferatu Saboteur decreased the crouch time to trigger unseen path from 3 seconds to 2 seconds. So I can see that they're trying to buff up that Saboteur class to be used more often. It obviously was a low pick. Nosferatu Prowler cooldown for the scouting Famulus power increased from 16 seconds to 22 seconds. The reveal status now only lasts 1 second from 5 seconds after leaving area of effect on scouting Famulus power. Look, that was kind of overpowered. You'd see it forever. Radius of scouting Famulus decreased from 10 meters to 9 meters. Enemy scouting Famulus are now shown with the red tint to make it a little bit easier to avoid, so keep your eyes peeled. I did not look, that's something I didn't pick up, and I'm sure it's something you didn't pick up either, but it was hard to figure out whose was what. Toreador. I finally figured it out. Toreador Siren. Blinding Beauty screen effect now has a classic white flashbang effect appear when gradually starts fading. This was always the intended behavior for the power, but was unfortunately not working as intended due to a bug. We also did some changes to weapon balance to keep it more fun and interesting. Here are some weapon changes for the update. Let's see. Ranged weapons. Pump shotgun reload is now available sooner after firing. Nice. Crossbow. I know they're going to nerf the crossbow into the ground. Crossbow headshot multiplier reduced from 2 to 1.75. The gas is already a good payoff for hitting, but the headshots together with immediate damage from the gas got players too close to when armored. Gas damage reduced from 25 to 16S, putting it on par with the sewer bomb gas damage wise. Initial area damage has been reduced from 20 to 4. Wow, okay, so the initial hit will do 4. Gas radius reduced from 4.5 to 4. The crossbow awarded the user way too much free damage than intended, and with changes to both initial damage and overtime damage, we hope to vastly reduce its raw damage potential when not hitting direct hits, while still letting it hurt just enough to keep the enemy moving and flush out P from cover. I get it. Hopefully I can still use it. Dual crossbows. Magazine size increased from 2, 4, 6 to 4, 6. I don't get that. Anyway. Explosion maximum damage reaches 2 meters instead of 1 meter, but still drops off after that. Max range of explosion remains the same, but damage should feel more consistent after this change. Okay, I like that. Sniper rifle reload is now available sooner after firing a bullet. Yes, I like that. For a game that's such fast-paced and movement-based, you need your sort of range weapons to keep up. Melee weapons. The size of melee weapon hitboxes has been notably increased, especially the width. This change should make melee attacks hit when it feels like they should be a bit more, but mostly it is the width of the hitboxes that have increased to make attacks land more consistently when an enemy is below or above you, or on a slanted rooftop, for example, or when they are jumping. So pushing that sort of weapon meta a little bit more, the melee weapon meta, it would make going around eating those red guys a little bit more satisfying or usable. in the end game. Entity, we lower the amount of entity soldiers that spawn per location in group play. The entities, what they were doing, they weren't performing as intended. What happened was the more people that were in the match, the more entity that would be present. But at some point it got to where every corner, if it was a full game, every corner there'd be entity, and it wasn't enjoyable. Okay, loot. Entity crates no longer drop blue weapons, only purple and gold. Visibility and accessibility. Clear colors on outlines, especially in heightened sensors and low quality settings, increase legibility by changing the size of various text. Nice. All right. So, bug fixes, we're almost done, guys. Bear with me. Fixes an issue with a tutorial having significantly slower fire rate for automatic weapons than in multiplayer. Fixed an issue that could cause the player unable to open the Elysium menu when pressing escape after having opened the battle pass pop-up. I experienced that. Fixed the bug that caused ranged weapons to disappear when reloading. Never seen that. The challenge that requires players to cause damage with assault rifles no longer requires purple assault rifle. General entries now properly unlocked after interacting with Primogens. Swapping an LMG with an SMG no longer causes the weapons to teleport onto the floor. Improved diablerie animations to increase the risk of getting stuck inside a wall if the animation was interrupted. Fixed an issue with gamepad that was causing flickering or missing button prompts in the game menu. Added some missing information in general regarding gold weapons. Fixed the Prague 2.0 outfit that was showing incorrect item. Improved LODs level of detail for character models. Fixed a few areas where it was possible for players to go out of bounds. Several crash fixes. Known issues. We're at the home stretch. Players can in some cases run into performance issues even when they meet the requirements. The game may not run if the user is running Komodo or Intego antivirus software. Facial hair may not render even though it has been equipped. It is currently not possible to complete the place in the top X over several games challenge. We hope you will like these improvements, and as always, see you at dusk, Shark Team. Personally, this is a fantastic sort of first major patch, really. What do you think? Comment down below, let me know. Act 2 does not disappoint. There's a lot of changes in there. There's a lot to digest and break down over time, over playing games, see if it actually makes a massive change to the gameplay and how you experience Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt. But guys, I'm pumped. I'm over the moon. I know we expected a patch this week. I thought it might have been over the weekend, but they came through, they pushed it through. And guess what? There's another patch next week as well, so we'll definitely cover that. Also, before I leave you, there is a glitch. They weren't supposed to release an outfit that shows your whole body, so you can show off tattoos. It is the picture of my guy in the thumbnail. He's got no clothes on, but you can see his tattoos, and that is his go-to look right now. But what did you think, guys? Early access, Act 2 available. What do you like about it? What don't you like about it? Comment down below, let me know. And as always, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Stay up to date with all the new Blood Hunt news and just tips, tricks, everything. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I will catch you on the next one. Peace.